in one of my all-time favorite cars today, and I'm so happy about it. I'm in another Audi Sport Quattro build from LCE Performance. This is their latest edition for a customer that was very kind to let me take it out today to film. It's around 550 horsepower, 700 newton meters of torque. It's left me speechless the last hour driving. I've driven a couple from them now. The most crazy one I've ever experienced was the first one that I drove. I'll link it below today's video in case you want to check it out after. And that one actually became extra special because that was the one that Ken Block bought. So after they built it, I got to film it, and then around that time Ken Block started, I think, his collaboration with Audi, and then of course looked for something like this. This was very much him. Absolute madness. And I'm really impressed with how far LC Performance have come with their Sport Quattro builds. Now, some of you might remember some years back now actually, I did start a project car with LC Performance, and that sadly just kind of fizzled out really, due to a few reasons. One of them being that it just would have been too complicated and too expensive to make it road legal in Switzerland, which is a shame. I just live in a very complicated country when it comes to car regulations. But my love for them still stands, and one day I do want myself a Sport Quattro build from LC Performance. Whether I get something more crazy like this, just keep it in Germany, I don't know, or make it a bit more Switzerland friendly, which would take away probably quite a bit of the fun. Maybe you can see behind me also, this one's quite unique. It has an absolutely crazy sound system fitted. So we've got two massive amplifiers behind me, a huge subwoofer in the boot. That's what the customer wanted. Does does it really fit this car? Well, not for me, but that's what the customer wanted. He wanted an epic sound system in his Sport Quattro. But what it adds actually is around 100 kilograms extra of weight from the amplifiers, the batteries, the subwoofer. So quite a lot of weight added. But as they told me, it's not necessarily bad, because what it's done is add more weight on the rear, and it's also in some respects improved the handling a bit. Well, it's definitely made it probably a bit more friendly for people like me that are, you know, not pro rally drivers. At the end of the day, you have to do what you get enjoyment from the most. And if you want to blast around in your Sport Quattro, listening to the turbo while listening to music at the same time, so be it. However, for me, the sound coming from this 2.5 litre 5-cylinder up front is better than most music, especially today. It's in good competition with music of the 80s, which was an all great time. But this for me really stands as one of the best sounding cars in the world. So turbo lag until around 4,000 RPM, and then all hell breaks loose just like that. It comes out of nowhere. So look, third gear, put my foot flat down, nothing, 3.5. Oh, there we go. I love myself some old school turbo lag. Especially today, where it's about hybrids, and well, the hybrid fills in the gaps in the turbochargers. I don't really care, to be honest. We don't need 800 horsepower cars. Give me some old school turbo lag, around 500 horsepower. Happy days. I really don't need a hybrid. I really don't need an electric battery filling in the gaps of, the turbocharger. It's just taking away the fun, for me anyway. Maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. Anyway, let's go do another round. This is quite a fun stretch of road, to say the least. Come on! So a build like this goes for around 350,000 euros, depending of course what you want it to do. I honestly think 350,000 euros for this is a bargain. I honestly think that. I would take this any day over a new supercar. Really, any day. Such a nice amount of power. Yes, it's really fast, but it really is such a nice amount of power. It's enough that just properly puts you back in your seat and makes you grab the steering wheel quite hard, but also usable. Let's boost our way back to LC performance. I really don't want to give this car back. I'm procrastinating like never before. But I will be back to LC performance soon. We already have another video in the planning with something more crazy than this. I'm going to take a few pictures and then I definitely